Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well. I will show you this. If you can't beat them, arrest them or eliminate them. It seems like this is the new norm in the West. Now, if I were to tell you, and you can figure out who said that, show me the man and I will find you the crime, it's the same thing here. The West, the free West, the democratic West, when they cannot, the ones in charge currently, when they cannot win fair and square, free and fair elections, they will arrest their competition, the competition. I will have here a few examples, and I wonder why only one side is doing this to the other one. Let's dive into this. I have about 6 or 7 names to make my point, and that is the so-called liberals, the ones who love liberté, okay, fraternité and fraternité, okay? These guys, they don't like squad. These are the communists. Remember in Soviet Union, it was a guy Kaganovich who told Stalin, if I remember correctly, show me the man, I find you the crime. And Stalin said, okay, wait guys, oh, we like democracy here? Yeah, we like democracy as long, let them vote, as long as we count the votes. That's what Stalin allegedly said. Now, the same thing is going on here. Article from Associated Press. It is from July 9th, 2024. French far-right leader, because Marine Le Pen is a far-right leader. That's how they stamped her, and that's it. Is investigated over alleged illicit financing in 2022. Vote. So, what's going on? She rocks the boat too hard. We're going to find something. Let's find a crime. Now, don't get me wrong. If she committed a crime, she should be, investigated, brought in front of a court, allowed to defend, provide evidence, and so on. Correct? Correct. But the same thing should happen to Bill Clinton, Sir Tony Blair, George W. Bush, Biden, and others. The same thing, but it doesn't. So, fuck you. All right. Not you specifically. Okay. So you have this. They're going to try to get her before she gets more popular. Locked her up. Do you remember another person who is almost about to win some elections somewhere across the Atlantic, since we are in Europe here? Yeah, Donald Trump. Do you remember Rudy Giuliani? Again. Do you remember Stephen Bannon? Again, he's going to prison. He's going to prison. So all these guys were the conservatives. They're going to prison. Marine Le Pen is far right, even more conservative. She's going to go to prison, or at least they try. I got more for you. Next article. Associated Press. Brazil's police say Bolsonaro embezzled $1.2 million in undeclared jewelry from Saudi Arabia. So, in Brazil, the communists are in charge. Mr. Lula, that I like with the big balls, he's a communist. You give me euphemism, he is a communist. He's a far left, but we don't call it far left. We call it hard left. Like, man, Emily, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, when he fights, it's hard. It's not far hard. No, it's hard. It's not fighting hard, and fighting far. Fights hard. The same here. It's hard left. It's not far left. But on the other side, is not hard right. No hard right. It's far right. So you have here a communist, right? Lula, with a communist government, are going to get another conservative, a far right, I'm guessing. Bolsonaro fits that way. Next example. Here it is from the Canadian press, but this comes from Associated Press as well. Brian Malley, that's the author. July 9th, 2024. Lawyers call social media influencer, without an influencing channel, Andrew Tate, and his brother serial tax evaders. So, you remember how Al Capone, the real Al Capone, the original Al Capone, eventually he ended up in prison? Tax evasion. Hey, what's going on here? Another one. And Mr. Tate, both brothers, right? They are what? Far left or far right? You make your choice, right? By whom? By lawyer calls. Let's see what lawyer. Lawyer. From where? Social media influencer. His influencer. Andrew Tate, that's all he's got, okay? Taunts over refusing to pay British taxes on millions of pounds in revenue may come back to haunt him and his brother Tristan. An online video of Tate bragging of never paying taxes when he lived in England was used as evidence against him in a civil court case that was adjourned on Tuesday for 2 months. Police are seeking £2.8 million, $3.6 million in unpaid income and value-added tax from the brothers' online businesses. All right, Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate are serial tax and VAT evaders, attorney Sarah Clark said. All right, this is, my friends, what we have: Westminster Magistrates Court in Great Britain, because it's great. So there you go. This is how the rule of law, this is how society, I got more. I just make a little pause here. This is how a society starts breaking the law or not following their law. They see the guys, the enforcers, and the guys that tell us who's guilty and who's not. They do it, how do you call it, preferences. They do it here, but they don't do it here. So then when you see that, you say, I'm not going to be a sucker. That guy, for the same crime, was not charged or not convicted. Charged but not convicted, because somehow he was. But the other one is with will. And these guys are going towards conservatives. They're trying to get what? Next is going to be what? Carson? I think Tucker Carlson is going to be Owens, Kenneth Owens. I just covered the video today. It's going to be and others. Okay, next one. The Telegraph. This is from 13 hours ago. So yeah, that qualifies. Is today the 10th. France's former First Lady Carla Bruni Sarkozy charged with corruption. So she, who married the Hungarian Jew, Sarkozy is from, right? No? Okay, I will show you if you don't believe me. So Carla Bruni, for that, because she's the wife of this guy. Let's see who this guy is, right? Nicolas Sarkozy. This is his name. Pay attention. Nicolas Paul Stéphane Sarkozy de Nag-Boksha. You know what Nag-Boksha is? All right, go and check it out. So this guy, what's his name? Sarkozy. I look here down on the Wikipedia, and I found where is the political party? The Republicans, since 2015 to present. And the Republicans are, brace yourself, it's so funny. The Republicans are a liberal conservative. It is a war peace policy. Liberal and conservative in the name. It's a liberal conservative. I know, I don't understand shit. Yeah. But it's like good and bad in the same sentence. Could be, right? So this is the Les Républicains. All right, so let's move. I got more, right? We got more. As I said, Bannon, we got Giuliani, and wait, more will come. And I'm pretty sure there are some others, but right now, that's enough. That's enough. Why is it always that way? But on the other hand, when you have, let's say, a guy that we like, let's say we're supposed to like, let's say Navalny, Alexei Navalny. Oh my God, if you have Gerkovich, the Wall Street Journal reporter, he's in Russia right now. Oh my God, if you have, what's her name, Brittany Griner, the basketball, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, these are all the right people that these guys like. They need to be safe. That's all on bogus charges. But these guys hunt them down. All these guys, one by one. When the other guys will do the same thing, how do you think they will be portrayed? Sour losers, criminals, tyrants, the communists. But not they. They didn't do this. No, niet. No, что казались, nothing, no. And the last point on this video is Swiss freedom of speech, freedom of the press, coming from Sputnik. And this article comes from today, the 10th. Swiss government imposes advertising ban on 4 Russian media outlets, including RIA Novosti. You can't compete with them, arrest them or ban them, or cut their revenues. And if you cut them revenues, and then you're going to say, hey, wait a minute, the Russian government will provide the money. Oh, it's state-owned, see? Yeah, because you don't like the advertisers. So what is this? Is this fair competition? I don't think so. Switzerland, well, you're not better than any other vassal state. All right, and here we have Switzerland imposed an advertising ban on 4 Russian media outlets. Okay, and I'm quoting, finally, and I'm quoting, the EAER, Federal Department of Economic Affairs, Education and Research, has placed an advertising ban on the 4 media outlets, Voice of Europe, RIA Novosti, Izvestia and Rossiyskaya Gazeta, owing to Russia's continuous propaganda and disinformation campaigns. In contrast to the measures in the EU, these media are not subject to a broadcasting ban. In Switzerland, the government said, so they are like, oh, let me award me a medal here, right here, because we could ban you, but we don't. So we're better than the worst. That's very nice standard, my friends. Why don't you take it first? Should it be done or not? Is bad when you start imposing, because you and the CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, and these guys are not involved in propaganda and misinformation, disinformation. No, only those guys. My friends, these guys are treating us like baboons. Switzerland is happy that they're not as bad as the other ones, in my assessment. In their assessment, it's like, we're not as, they know they limit these guys, but we could, like children, like parents will children. Or talk back, 5 minutes in your room. Talk back, okay, 10 minutes in your room. Talk back again, I'm gonna take your toys. So keep talking, I'm gonna up it. So the Swiss say, only now, for now, we just stop your revenue from advertisers that might want to advertise. Free capitalism. God damn it, man. That's why I'm bitching. One of the reasons why I'm bitching and say, Emil is against this and Emil is against that. Can't you see what this woman has been doing to me? What these guys are doing to me? To us? Can't you see? When am I supposed to shut the fuck up and say, yeah, that's great, man? I mean, if these are propaganda, what are the other ones? Go and get the definition of propaganda, of misinformation, disinformation. Jesus Christ, superstar. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just like the Swiss.